Hello YouTubers, welcome at Happy Needlebinding. Today we are going to talk about nalbinding problems and nalbinding solutions. When you start at nalbinding, a lot of books and videos shows you to start with your thumb and index finger. And I have seen some videos, they hold the finger like this. And there's a lot of tension and it's going to hurt after a while. It is very difficult also to learn nalbinding on this way, only the index finger and your thumb. My solution, my method is hold your middle finger and your index finger together. Your thumb goes to those two fingers and there is a little hole in the middle. And there goes the needle in. The needle leans on the middle finger and the index finger, and the thumb holds it in place. And you can see it goes through that little hole, and the needle goes very smooth and loose. There is no tension. And these two fingers, they are also loose. When nalbinding is no crochet. Crochet is holding the thread, and so you have to bend those fingers the whole time. No, nalbinding is just those two fingers and your thumb, and everything is loose and relaxed. Now I'm going to tie a knot, and it goes over my thumb. And the knot goes over my thumb, and the thick part is behind my thumb, and the knot is in the middle of my nail, because there has to be place for the next loop. I saw people who start nalbinding here, and when you do this, there has to be the loop under this loop, and your stitches are going to be not very even. This is what you can get. And this is not what you want. You want to have all those stitches even. So therefore I start just in the middle of that nail. And the needle goes through, and it leans on this middle finger and the index finger, and it goes very smooth through here. And I pull in this direction, in the direction of my arm. When I pull at this direction, you can see the loop goes under the other loop. The upper loop goes from your thumb, and there you do your first stitch. The needle goes a little bit through the back loop, under the thumb loop, and under your working thread. Just where it is to see at needlebinding.com. And I pull in this direction. When I pull in this direction, I have now luck because I pulled already there. But if you pull not in that direction, I will show, and I pull in the first loop, I pull always at that little tail here. Just under. And now I pull, and when I pull in this direction, the loop goes over the other loop. And that's not what we want, so we have to place it there. We pull, and then we do the loop behind your thumb. So you have to pull in the direction from your arm. Just in this direction. And then the next loop will go under the other loop. Pull, pull. And it is only in the beginning. You want to have all your stitches even. Pull in a little, not a long, just very little here under. Nalbinding is very nice to do in the train because, or in the plane. You have wooden needles, so it is allowed. And when you pull, you get nice even stitches. And when you are nalbinding, after a while, you hold your fingers just like that and you pull and you push. So you pull, push, so you don't have to do the loop with your fingers at the back. And here you can see what we have. The first, all the stitches are even, and it's also a stitch what we made. If you don't pull in the beginning, you can have just something like this, not even stitches. When you start again, with nalbinding, with loop has to do on your thumb, has to go on your thumb. The working thread goes between your index finger and your thumb, and this is the last loop. And the last loop goes over your thumb. And if you pull, you can feel that it's going to be small. So you know that is the right loop. And then you can continue. No tension. Everything loose and smooth. Nalbinding, an ancient craft. And if you start with your 2 fingers and your thumb, it is going to be very easy. At needlebinding.com or nalbinding.nl, you can see by step for step or how to do this beautiful craft. Thank you for watching and happy needlebinding.